Pat and Jeff and I were all working at Blizzard Entertainment, and we decided to start up this new company in February 2000. We really wanted to build a company that could focus on new experiences, trying new things, and that's what we were excited about, and that's why we built arenanet. We started in Pat's spare bedroom. There were 3 of us working out of Pat's spare bedroom. That summer we moved up to Seattle and worked out of the living room of my apartment. There were 7 of us, I think, working out of the living room. It was a hot summer with no air conditioning in a very small enclosed space. But we grew from there. We got our first offices in October of that year and just kept growing. We had just started a new company. We didn't want to just move across the street and have, that kind of revolving door atmosphere with Blizzard. We thought there was a line from the movie Hunt for Red October. When Cortez reached the New World, he burned his ships, and thus his men were well motivated. We thought we should be well motivated too. There are not that many times in your life when you can create something new in a new place. And we thought, let's pick the best environment. And Seattle really has a thriving game development community. And of the various places we looked at, we thought Seattle has a great quality of life. It's a beautiful city. That's where we wanted to start.
I love Seattle. I love the Northwest. I was originally raised in the South in North Carolina, and then I lived in Los Angeles for about 8 years, which is about as much culture shock as you can get. And from there I moved up here, and all of the best parts of the South, the mountains and the outdoors, are mixed with all of the best parts of Los Angeles and California. We've got technology, we've got Microsoft, we've got all these advancements just going tremendously fast in the area. And the Northwest is really the best of both worlds.
And I absolutely love this area. It's a great place to be. Everybody's really just relaxed and has a kind of chill attitude about life.
The Northwest, what's cool about Seattle in general is every city I go to, they don't have near the culture that Seattle seems to have as far as food and beer.
We're never too far away from like an amazing hike or just beautiful coastline.
Mostly our approach to who we wanted to bring onto the company is we wanted to bring on people who were super passionate about what we were doing. In general, we want to be a company of gamers. We want to be our own audience. We want to be making the games we love, and we know they're going to be great because we love them.
Passionate gamers make passionate games.
Everyone is excited about our game, about what we're making, about other games that they're playing.
Programmers, artists, designers, tool developers, you name it, everyone under this roof. It's a family effort. It's a product of love.
Everybody here is very passionate about what they do. Incredibly dedicated, not just to our project, but to games in general.
Everybody's really pushing each other to make the game look as good as it can, but also on a personal level. We're challenging ourselves artistically, creatively, and because of that, the game's just better all around.
We've handpicked our artists and ended up, in my opinion, with one of the strongest art teams in the industry, which has been repeatedly proven by the numerous awards and successes our artists have had.
We also built arenanet to be a very collaborative environment.
They've always been really great about team building and collaboration, cooperation.
We now have like 250 people here, and I mean, when I first started, it was about 30 people.
I certainly gotten bigger. So the dynamics have changed a little bit just because the company has grown so much.
It's weird to walk down the hall and not know people and not know if those people actually work here or not. I'll walk past somebody and be like, could be somebody on the cleaning staff, could be somebody in game design, I don't know, I wonder what they do here.
There's a lot of new faces, but really we do work with the same team members. We're a tight-knit group of friends, and the collaboration and work environment hasn't changed at all.
We just try to be an environment where we're all collaborating. This is really not a big corporate hierarchy, bureaucratic company. This is a company where we all sit in the same room together, we all work together day after day, and just try to create this collaborative environment.
We all work in like pods and group environments, and so we got these groups of like, 8 to 10 people, and sometimes the rooms are bigger.
First of all, the founders have sat almost everywhere in the company.
2 of the 3 founders of the company sat at They weren't even desks, they were just tables that were in a hallway.
The founders of the company grabbed a table and put it up in the hallway, and they just all sat there.
I mean, nobody at arenanet has an office even. Like everybody's in an open space.
I've worked at a lot of places, and there's nowhere that I've ever worked where the three founders of the company would sit in the hallway and work.
But we tend to sit wherever we can do some good.
What makes arenanet truly special as far as development culture is the fact that it's a very art-centric environment.
arenanet works a lot through iteration. Everything that we make, we start at one point, but as it processes through different teams and even goes back to the original teams, the game changes, the skills change, the play of the game, the story, it all takes into account everybody's ideas, which is really the perfect way to do it, because one person can't come up with enough ideas to populate a world. But when we have a whole company of people who are excited about it working together, we can do some pretty phenomenal things.
I came on roughly halfway through the development process, and at that point the technology had been developed, but the art was pretty much just placeholder. So we started over and scrapped everything and all the art assets and rebuilt the entire game from scratch.
I've always said that we are creatively fearless. We are unafraid to go back and check what we've done, to iterate, to reiterate, to come up with new ideas, and if we come up with a new idea, to implement it without fear of the fact of, yes, we've worked for so long on this other way, just because, you know, it's in place doesn't make it the final piece.
We do encourage people to literally put aside time towards experiments that are pretty much predestined to fail. I think that planning and allowing for some failure is key to the creative process.
There's a lot of room for personal and creative freedom that ties into the shared vision.
The entire company rallies behind the product, and it's really great to see what we're able to accomplish.
arenanet is a company where I want our employees to reach out to our customers to say, you know, hi, I'm Mike. Hi, I'm Lindsay. Hi, I'm Isaiah. Get to know me as a person. Have a direct interaction with me as a developer. Let me know what you think about our games. We're making these games for you, for our customers. We should know what you think.
The feedback is so important, because then we can continue to react and respond to how they feed off of the stuff that we're doing.
You know, we're not a video game company, we're a community building company. And we just happen to have one of the coolest ways to build a community, which is through a video game.
People in Europe are crazy about the game, especially in Germany. It's like we have a massive following in Germany. So every time we go there for a convention or for some player meetings, it's like we are always greeted with such enthusiasm and love. It's like it's a huge market for us.
Europe is as core territory as you can get for us. If you don't have the community, you're not going to be successful. You need to make community a top priority.
We want to get out there and meet our fans. Actually, the great part about trade shows is not only are you meeting the fans, but a lot of times you're kind of meeting the fans again. You know, you saw them last year and you got to know them last year, and they come back and say, hi, remember me from last year? And you get to talk to them about their experiences playing the game.